Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this really natural glowy look. I'm obsessed with this look. Yesterday, I posted this look on my Snapchat and I said I wanted to film it because it's my glowy dreams as a combo skin girl who gets oily on her T-zone. I do use a mattifying primer and a more mattifying foundation, but add products in to make my skin look super glowy and dewy, which I love. So if you are somewhat oily, combo skin, normal skin, dry skin, you're gonna love this. If you're dry skin, you can use a dewy foundation if you want to, but I just love this look. It's super natural, youthful, and just gorgeous. It's still flawless, but it's more on the natural side, which I know a lot of people like those types of videos because we're not all glam all the time. So anyway, enough rambling. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're newer to my channel, welcome back, and let's get started with the video. All right, so for this super glowy look, I am going to mattify my skin just a little bit in my T-zone because I do get oily and I'm planning to wear this makeup for a while. So I'm using the One Heck of a Blot Something Glory primer. So I'm just putting that on my T-zone like I always do. This look is still going to be super glowy, but I don't want my T-zone where it's oily to look oily and not like glowy, if that makes sense. All over my skin, I'm going to spray this. This is the Pixie Glow Mist, and so I just shake it so that everything combines and just spray it a couple times on my face. I'm just going to wait for that to sink into the skin a little bit. This is just going to really hydrate the skin so you do get a nice glow naturally, as well as the products that we're putting on our skin. So while that is setting, I'm going to be mixing my foundations. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation, and I'm using the shade number 3. This does oxidize a little bit, but when I mix it in with this, it doesn't oxidize as bad. I wish I had shade number 2 because this might be a little bit dark, but we'll see. So I'm going to mix it in with the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights Face Illuminator. This is in the shade Pink Light. So all I do is take this little dish. I got this. It's a candle holder, actually. I just needed a glass dish to mix things on. So all I'm going to do is squirt some of this and some of the Sonia Kashuk foundation on the dish. Be pretty generous with the amount of illuminator because we want to be really glowy. I'm just going to kind of mix with my finger a little bit. I'm just going to dot this on my face. Now I'm going to use the Ulta sponge and just blend this into the skin. We can obviously go back with more foundation if we need it. If you're wondering why I'm still using a matte foundation, it's because I do get oily throughout the day, so I still want to be matte in the sense that it's not oily, but I want to be glowy in the sense that it's illuminated and everything like that. If that makes sense, I hope it does with you guys. But yeah, that's kind of my thinking. I want to be glowy and have a glow from within, but I don't want to be oily because oily is just not cute, you know? Look how glowy I am right now. That's like insane, right? Okay, for concealer today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealers. I have light ivory, I believe is what it's called. Hold on. I have light ivory and I also have light medium. The reason I have both is because I am not really, I don't know, this light ivory one, as you can tell, is really light for me. So I like to mix them together a little bit. I do really love this concealer. The whole Photo Focus line is just amazing. You could also use that Photo Focus foundation with this look if you wanted to. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the light medium shade and just put this kind of over top a little bit just to add a little bit of both. So now obviously we're just going to blend out the concealer just like we normally do. Before we set everything, I am going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour cushion, obviously, and this is in Cafe au Soleil, and I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild contouring brush with it. Put my brush in there and just use this on my cheeks, obviously. This is going to be the only bronzer that we use today. Alright, so just put this in all the regular places you would any bronzer. To set everything today, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I use translucent extra coverage. It's my favorite. I'm just going to take the sponge and set my under eyes with it. Oh, I think I got some in my eye. Oh. And I'm also setting everywhere we put concealer. That helped brighten those areas as well. But now for setting the entire face, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder. I really like this because it almost has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not like super flat matte like the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. So that's why I'm using a different one to set the rest of my face. So all I'm doing is taking the E1 from Morphe and setting my entire face. Before we do the rest of the face, I really want to do brows. So I'm just spooling through my brows just to make sure they're all going the right direction and not like looking all crazy. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I want them to look super natural and not as exaggerated or dark as I usually do them because I'm not doing like a bold look at all. So what I did yesterday or like a couple days ago when you guys are going to be seeing this, I used this Milani brow tint pen. It's a felt tip brow color and I have mine in number 2 dark brown. So I'm literally making little strokes. You could also do this with a little brow pencil from like L'Oreal or NYX or Anastasia or whatever, but all I really do is make little tiny strokes to make them look like brow hairs. I don't want to shape my brows too much, just enough to where they look super natural and almost like that bushy trend that is starting to happen now. So I'm just lightly going in the same direction. And when I'm going at the tail here, I'm still going the same direction as the hair. I'm not going to go down like this to make a line. I'm going to zoom you guys in actually a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So I'm literally just making strokes. I really like this pen for this reason. It's super easy and looks super natural, I think. Okay, so that's one brow filled in. You can see there's a little bit of a difference. Just shaped it a little bit more, made it a little darker, but not a lot. To finish it off, I'm also going to use the Milani Easy Brow Tinted Fiber Gel. This is going to make our brow hairs just a little bit more dimensional. I'm going to kind of comb them up a little bit more, especially these front ones, kind of like up, not like crazy up, but a little bit. Now, like I said, I'm not doing any more bronzer. What I am going to use is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in Crown of My Canopy. What I think of this is a blush topper, since it does, look at this, it looks like a very illuminated blush, and that's what I'm going to be using it for. So I'm taking my E4 like I usually do, taking this on my brush, and I'm seriously just going along my cheeks like I usually do. If you have a lot of texture right here, you might not want to do this step, but I don't have too much. I have a little bit right here where I'm going to probably dust it off a little bit, but I am going to take a little bit of this Milani blush. This is Bellisimo Bronze, and it is a bronzy shade, but also has some, you know, color and a little bit of sheen, and I'm going to put that on as well. I just want a little bit more blush color. For our highlight today, I've been loving this for like more of a natural glow. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Looks like this, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm taking my regular brush, the Morphe M501, and just dusting it off and putting this on my cheekbones. It's almost like, I don't want to say natural, but almost a little bit more natural than the highlights that I usually use. This one's just going to be more of a glow from within, especially after we do the step with my whatever it's called, beauty blender. I'm just going to take the same sponge and just pat it out. This is going to really help it sink into the skin and look a lot more natural. Now, for the eye portion, I'm going to take this bronzer. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is the one that has sheen in it. There's two of them. One is matte and one has like a sheen to it. So I'm just going to take the Morphe M504 and swirl my brush around in there and put this in the crease and just kind of all over my lid. No, I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna take this. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. And this is very light, but it has a really nice pretty sheen to it. And I'm gonna put this on my eyes. This one I kind of have to build up more because it is pretty light. But I love the like a little bit of color to it, but a nice sheen as well to stick with the whole glowy theme that we have going on. Dipping back into that highlighter and my E36 brush from Morphe, I'm just going to take it and put it in this inner part of my eye. Just gonna highlight the inner corner and then as well as the brow bone. Okay, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes real quick and put on a coat of mascara of the Covergirl Super Sizer mascara. I'm also going to add a little bit of the Mary Kay Lash Intensity mascara. You guys know I like layering my mascaras because it just gives a better effect, I think, personally. To finish it off, I just used a clear Plumping Gloss. You can use any lip color you want for this. It doesn't have to be clear, whatever, but I think I might just use a clear gloss again because I loved the way it looked. So the gloss I used yesterday was the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. It's just like a really pretty, just really glossy lip, but your natural lips are going to shine through. It's going to help plump your lips, obviously. So, yeah. So, to finish it off real quick, we're just going to use the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Just a couple spritzes just to make sure that our makeup lasts all day long because even though we're super glowy, we still want it to last all day. Like, come on. I'm going to add a little bit of this Buxom Tanya gloss. Just for a little bit of peachiness. Look how glowy and just magical this is. I love this look so much. You guys have no idea. Alright guys, that is it for this video. It's super simple, but it's so glowy and just youthful looking and natural, I think, personally. This is just my glowy dreams, and for someone who's oily, this works for me. I'm not super oily, just my T-zone mainly, because like I said, we did use that mattifying primer and that satin matte foundation, so it's going to keep me matte, but I still look glowy. And so for an oily girl, if you find products that mattify you and you can keep yourself matte but you still want to look glowy, this is definitely an amazing option for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye.